Syndra games.
Okay.
Hey.
This is the win, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to put on slightly faster than normal speed. Okay, so starting... And if you have any questions on Runes Masteries, go ahead and ask me.
No,
We'll
this was kind of a botched invade.
botch level 1. Okay, so... First of all, you don't want to do, like, these 2-3-man invades just in general. Because they're really risky. Also, you guys don't bring a lot to the table level 1. You have Shyvana, Sona, Jinx. So you have, like, literally no, like, crowd control whatsoever.
No.
Compared to... I don't know what their team is so far, but I see, like, the
Yeah,
Shen
yeah.
Thresh. That doesn't look fun.
No, Shyvana ended up giving up first blood because she got
Yeah.
hooked. I was able to juke the hook, and she wasn't.
Right, yeah. So that's... It's a bit unfortunate there, but... Yeah, so again, if you're gonna go for an invade, invades are fine, especially in low elo. People just don't pay attention. In any elo, really. But make sure you have at least 4 people here. Be safe with 5 people.
Yeah.
Let me speed this up a bit.
No, Sona is by far my most played champion. I have the highest win rate with her.
Alright, so one thing to note is that Thresh did take hook level 1. Oh my god, that's a lot of damage. Did she level traps first? Did you step on that intentionally?
No, she dropped it right under me, and I didn't notice it.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That's a ton of
It
damage.
was well played by her.
Are you running... You're not running armor runes, are you? Or are you?
I'm running a standard AP page. It has armor and magic resist.
Okay. Because that's a lot of hurt. So yeah, just keep in mind on the Sona pick, a lot of the time you're very squishy and vulnerable, especially early on. So if you can make some trades favorably early game, that's okay. But also like wait till you have your heal to fall back on. Versus this Thresh, you're doing a pretty good job of standing back. One thing is when he goes in the bush like that, kind of, I would just position my body like behind the minions so he can't hook me. Just to be careful. This is gonna be rough. Okay, nice.
I had a power cord ready for that.
Yeah.
I planned on juking his hook.
I wouldn't step on these traps ever, unless Caitlyn's super far away. Just because of how much she's gonna hurt with that headshot on you. That's
right.
Really painful. And this goes for like you play Zyra support too. Is that what you do?
Yeah, Zyra support
yeah.
too.
So a lot of these squishy range supports, like you put a lot of hurt onto them, but you're gonna take. Wow. Okay, that was a flash.
Yep.
But you're gonna take equal or more trade backs. That was good. If he had getting hit by chompers, Q ignite would kill him. It's okay. Their jungler. Who's their jungler? Shen?
Yeah.
Okay, so I wouldn't be too worried about early ganks. Especially because, like, see, Jinx's ward here is pretty poor. Because you see how you have the Scuttlebug down there?
Yes.
Yeah, so that ward there is poor. If you're going to ward at all, it should be in Tribrush right now. And again, I know you didn't do it, but just so you know, it should be in Tribrush. And even then, like, I would not be worried about a Shen level 3-4 gank. So yeah. Oh, looks like you went to ward it. Okay, so that's fine. But Jinx's ward is overkill.
Right.
I'm gonna speed this
well,
up.
With the Shen, he can dash over the wall and into the brush.
Yeah, but his E cooldown, especially early on, is like I want to say like 12 to 14 seconds, which is super long. So here, I'm gonna pause this. We're gonna go back and look at this. But yeah, so like if it was a Nidalee or something, then yes, I could understand that more. A Lee Sin, something like that with a short dash or a short cooldown dash, I could understand wanting to ward that bush. But versus Shen, where it's so long, like that's just not what I'd be looking for.
Right.
Okay.
She in this next play, she ends up giving up second blood or whatever it is.
Yeah.
She gets the hook. I stand over her with my heal aura because it reduces incoming damage, but
Right.
it wasn't enough, and I'm dead in this as well.
Yeah, okay. So that's just like kind of cutting losses you have to realize,
Yep.
and just back out there. Another
I
thing
didn't
is,
I I didn't use any of my summoners in that because I knew I was dead.
I'm not sure what people are doing on Sona nowadays, but leveling E early is usually considered pretty poor, because it costs a lot of mana, and
Oh yeah.
you shouldn't use it that much. So like I know like back when I used to play support and play Sona a lot, like I wouldn't put a point in it till like level 7 or 8.
Oh, okay.
And I just because that would get you more value out of your heal. And like here I would go QWQ for just more poke.
Okay.
Because you also run yourself pressing E here. Check this out. Like you go Q, which is good. This harass is really nice. No complaints there. But then here, like that E, I don't know. I think that's bad. I think right here, honestly, you could Q auto ignite into this possibly. Maybe not ignite, but I would Q into him and try and just harass him back a little bit. Maybe even a little bit sooner. Like when he's walking up here, this is when I would engage on him because like your Jinx is ready. You guys could just focus this down right now. And again, another reason why like I don't think playing support is that great, especially if you're not duo with someone, because it's so hard to communicate in this lane together. Like I think staying away from AD carry and support is better for climbing wise and stuff. Again, you can keep doing it; it's fine. But this would be an instance where you guys could probably just turn on that, because you have so much damage at this stage in the game, and then she probably wouldn't even have a chance to get hooked because Thresh would have to back up. Then
Yeah.
obviously here cut losses.
Okay.
You made a good decision not to burn flash here.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's that. Good item purchase. I agree with this.
Depending on how the lane is going, I'll go Frost Fang into a Sheen, or into a Sightstone if I need to ward defensively.
Okay.
If the lane's ahead, it's usually a Sheen is my next purchase for the
Yeah,
extra.
no, I agree with that because Sona does ridiculous damage.
Yeah.
This lane's in a rough spot for you now. Oh, that's the gank. Okay. Oh, that's not a gank. Okay.
He ends up backing off.
Yeah, a nice little trick there from Thresh. But obviously you see Shen is now engaging on Shyvana. If you saw that
Right.
down in the bottom right on the minimap. So again, the lane's in an awkward spot for you. Jinx keeps messing it up. She keeps pushing it into them, whereas you want it to just shove into you.
Right.
This is
I'd
pretty
rather her
awkward
sitting at the
pathing
front
now.
of the lane and farm.
Okay, yeah, this is really rough.
Freeze it.
Nice. Wow. Okay, she actually lived there. Good
Yeah.
job. Did you end up backing here? No. Okay, good. Yeah, now that you guys are kind of on the back foot, Sona loses a lot of her value. Because like before, like if you're even or ahead, like you can walk up and Q poke and stuff like that. But now that you're behind, they just can match your damage, and they're just more innately tanky because they have levels on you and everything. So now's when you just want to play really careful, and if you can communicate with your AD carry, now is when you'd want to freeze the lane, which again is really hard to communicate or to actually pull off when you're not like dueling with someone or at least in comms with someone.
Right.
But your team looks like they're picking up a kill in the top lane, so they're doing okay across the map right now. And you do have Pantheon, who just lost his ultimate, but next time it comes up, maybe he'll look for bot lane. So right now at this point, you guys are just looking to farm out and make it late. They have Urgot
Yeah,
top.
I kept saying in chat, I'm like, both of their flashes are down. It's an easy roam bot. Either Pantheon or Shyvana could come down here, or even Ahri roam down. But
Yeah.
and they none of them did. Shyvana decided to focus top lane Pantheon.
Well, the thing is, like, until you're level 6, like, what is your duo lane actually offer them? As far as crowd control, like, Shyvana, like, can't really come down here because Thresh will just drop the box and everything, and you're not level 6 yet. So you can't even set up a gank, so you're actually going to get Dovon. Hello, Caitlyn?
She already blew her ult on Jinx, and I blocked it.
She could have just, like, autoed you. She autoed the tower instead of killing you.
Yep.
Alright, nice. That's what I like to see. Okay. So again, like your lane doesn't really offer much, and that's another downside of Sona. You need to be ahead in this duo lane. That's why you pick her. That's why you pick these range supports. You'll see like Karma popping up, Zyra. You pick all this to dominate lane. So when you get a little bit behind, it's kind of rough until you hit level 6. Once you hit 6, I agree. Pantheon and Shyvana should make their way down bot lane.
Right.
But you can't rely on that in games. So rather than becoming over aggressive, expecting people to come help you, just farm it up, which it looks like you're doing. You're trying to protect your Jinx right now, so that's okay. And you're pinging for assistance, but notice like Shyvana's soloing Drake. That's fine. That's good. That benefits your team. So as long as they're doing stuff to help your team, it's fine. And again, you see how Jinx is ruining this lane right now?
Yeah, she just keeps auto-attacking everything.
She's ruining it.
Okay. Shyvana ends up losing.
Yeah. So, quick thing to note. Your camera is looked straight at yourself right now. You should be watching Shyvana. Because Thresh roamed up there and everything. He could have burnt a flash, ignite, whatever summoners he's running. You need to be looking for it. You also look for Shen summoners. You can check Shen HP and stuff to figure out if he wants to gank afterwards. So like again, there's no one gonna be fighting you right here on this map.
Okay.
So click the minimap down here and check out Caitlyn, check out Thresh, check out stuff on the minimap. Instead of just doing this. Obviously typing in chat's not gonna help, so.
Nope.
Wait, did he actually lose Dragon too? Holy.
Yep, he didn't have Smite and he was soloing it.
Unlucky.
Very.
This is when I'd be worried. I would want to farm, or not farm, ward the Tri-Brush.
Well, this play coming up. This is
nice. That's very good damage you just put down. Once your Q comes up, you should crescendo them.
Yep, I end up doing that.
Yeah.
I ping that I'm going in, and then as soon as she steps up, flash ult.
Alright, that was
Ignite.
nicely done. I think it could have actually been played a little bit better by both of you, honestly.
Oh yeah.
Let's just check this out. First of all, okay, Jinx is playing super strange, but like at the same time, you have to realize how idiotic this is right now, and you have to kind of, because they're so low, you can kind of embrace the idiocy and walk up a little further. Because I don't think if you walk up here with her, I don't think you need to burn flash. I think walking up is a poor choice by Jinx, but I don't think you have to burn flash. That being said, I think this is good. I think you could have actually previously, you remember, like, probably 15 seconds ago, I said you could make that play happen when the cooldowns came up. I would have used maybe your W and your Q a couple times to try and build up your passive stacks, just to, like, instantly one-shot the Caitlyn, because that's where a bunch of your damage comes from.
Right.
Is your
auto attack, power cord,
Right.
auto attack. Q auto attack, power cord.
Alright, so this is really rough from Jinx. Good job. Well played. But again, this is why I hate playing bot lane. Because you're responsible for yourself and this person. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
She should have backed here. I don't know why she decided to stay.
You guys also need better ward control because they can easily dive. What was that? What was that? Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, at this point in time, like, two things to keep in mind. Shen has ultimate, and you don't have any ward control. So they don't even need Shen ult. You need to ward your Tri-Brush more often. And in this game, I probably wouldn't pink it right away. Because they have so much control over bot. But, and no, I don't. I think them ignoring bot lane is okay here. Because they are making plays around the map.
So I'm preemptively warding the entrance to...
Yeah, that's good. No, those are good wards. I don't like showing here. I think...
Yeah, I'm done. That was dumb.
Okay. Because I don't think you show here at all because you know your Jinx is on the way. Like she's back there a little bit. And then these guys are probably, they want to start Krugs right now because they just spawned up there. So you could wait and potentially go for a Krug steal. Instead you show a little bit early. You could even, like, again, this would be a great time for Ahri to roam down. And you could just keep them in here, like stay out of hook range, but like play with them around here, and wait for Ahri. But obviously you can't communicate that, so that's not an available option. But oh yeah, Ahri's coming down. See, you could have done that. So yeah, if you just waited outside of hook range, Ahri could have picked up kills.
I juked the hook first. It was the flay that got me.
Yeah, but like I'm talking about, like not even juke it, stay out of the range. Like you have Thresh there. Then you have the range of the hook around it. You stay out here and skirt around there, and just keep them like enticed to stick around and go for a kill. But say no, that was definitely not late from Ahri. Like your comments here are not correct.
Okay.
Because she has to path quite a while. You were early. That's what it was.
That's okay.
Shyvana just needs to kill Thresh. She greeted. Unlucky. She wanted 2 kills, but got none. We're gonna put this on 2 speed. Now that we're out of lane.
I'm on tilt about this time now.
Yeah. This is, like, honestly...
I should just mute.
Yeah, just mute, stop typing in chat, because it not only does it not help, it takes away from your team's ability to focus on the game and play. Alright. There's nothing to really watch there. You just tried to help him out there. The thing is, again, on this Sona pick, if you don't have flash up, your flash just came off cooldown. You don't have flash, you don't have ultimate, you really don't offer that much. So you have to stay much further back than your team. So if you're like, if your team's up here or whatever, forget about the map. You need to stand way back here, offer them heals, offer them ease. Maybe pop in for time out, I need to pause this and turn it down speed a little bit. Pop in for a pop in for a Q or 2, or a Q when your power chords is up, you know what I mean? You have to be very delicate about how you team fight. Goodness. Oh wait, again, like, I'm going to talk about camera control. And this is one of my big things that I talk about. And this is why I like to see people actually play the game rather than, like, just watch replay.gg or whatever. Because... there's this whole fight going on over here right now, and you're not looking at all of that. Like, why is this third of the screen here is completely irrelevant? You know what I'm saying right here? Okay. There's nothing that could possibly be happening there. So you need to scroll your screen over and actually watch what's happening, because there could be ultimates being burnt right now. There could be summoner spells being burnt right now. There's even a TP going on right now that you probably don't even know about. And so see, you scroll it over, but that should have been sooner. Let's watch that. Watch that ultimate again.
Yeah, it was really bad.
Oh, that's sad.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna watch that one more time. Honestly, at this point, like, you just need to know the range of your abilities. And again, this literally, me coaching you here and telling this, you need to know the range of your abilities. That means nothing. You just have to play a bunch of games on this champion, right. And you'll eventually get a feel for it. But your Shyvana's gonna drop. So at this point, you just wanna, like, maybe E, heal, and try and get your Jinx out of here. Another thing you can be doing while you team fight, which is pretty important, or just doing anything in the game, is utilize your pings more. So, like, if you want to go onto the Caitlyn, like, ping her, stay on your way or something. Obviously, it doesn't really matter in this fight. If you want them to back off, which what I would suggest is a lot of danger pings in a row and then back off. And people will respond to that more than typing in chat or just hoping that they, go for the play or whatever.
Right.
Because honestly, they could have gone on you right here. Thresh played that hideously. But you do have Ari coming down. And now again, you really don't offer much without Crescendo. Goodness gracious. Yeah. So you're at the point in the game where, again, like, you're not going to be able to change the fate of this game.
We ended up winning.
I think this is a loss. Oh my goodness. It's actually a win?
Yep.
Holy. Okay. Well, I'd love to see how you guys win this.
Yeah, we end up turtling pretty hard. I start pinging like a banshee, and
Gotcha.
they end up, they end up going in on us one at a time, and we pick them off one by one as we make our way up mid lane and then end. Typical silver.
Why do you walk up here? What's this? Why are you trying to queue?
I don't know.
There's no reason to. They're not trying to siege down the tower right now, or they are, but they have no minions. So this comes back to it. Hook range. Stay out of it.
Yep.
You're Sona. You're not Braum. You're not Alistar. You know, you can't do this type of play. And this goes a lot of the times for like your mid laners as well. Stay out of that range.
Right.
Obviously, mid laners you're gonna have more damage and stuff, but still, your team is not in a position to help you. This walk forward is pretty poor.
It ends up being my death.
Yep.
I die here.
You shouldn't be autoing this wave. You can auto to last hit, but not to push.
I'm typing for no reason, and I shouldn't be.
Like, tick tock, tick tock. That was like 10 seconds of nothing.
Yep.
But at this point, okay, you have your sight stone. You need a ward there. You need a ward like Tribrush here to keep you safe. So at this point, you want to create a line of vision, and this goes for support a lot of the time. You want to be able to defend, like just block all that off, so that they can't engage on you or surprise you. So yes, this ward's good. But you can kind of, at this point, you see a lot of people top lane, so I'd kind of strand my Jinx. This ward here is poor. You should ward it further up in the river, and again, you should not be over here. You should be garnering vision for your team.
So instead of taking the turret?
Well, did you help take the turret, really? You healed her, I think.
Yeah, I got an assist, and I got to share the gold.
Yeah, but okay. You don't necessarily want the gold, and then also like you need to help out your team. She can get that on her own. That's totally good. It's the same amount of gold for your team, no matter what. But you're losing top lane this whole time, and you see Thresh roaming and everything. And this is a problem with a lot of supports. You need to know when to leave your AD carry alone, because your Jinx is so far behind right now. She needs to be by herself to be able to farm. So anything you can do to enable her to do that is going to be beneficial. You didn't need Crescendo there. You could have held that. Good ward. Again, I would sweep all that because they were in your top side for so long. I would just assume they have vision.
I don't have the upgraded oracles yet.
Don't you?
No.
Yeah, you do.
That's not the upgraded oracles.
Yeah, it is.
It is?
I think so. Time out. I've checked this. Holy moly, you are right. I'm wrong. But still, I would use it on like the blue buff area. Give this. No, you don't want to take that kill. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but you're so far behind that you're not going to be the one doing damage for your team.
Right.
You want to give it to your laners at this point. I think Iceborne Gauntlet is not very good on ranged characters. If you're gonna go for the Sheen build, I would just go all out and get the damage.
Get the Lich Bane?
Yeah. because now you're kind of like you're mixing your champions. So now not only do you not have as ridiculous of like poke, which is what your champion's about, or like the ridiculous like burst damage. You're kind of not. You're doing a couple of different things, but you're not really doing any of them well.
I thought picking the Iceborne for the extra armor and the CDR and the mana is a good choice.
Yes, and I actually this game I think it could be decent because their whole team's AD. But when we're talking about like what the champion Sona does, like you should be playing these fights so that you're not taking damage really. Other than when you flash crescendo in, and even then you back up. You know, you use your E, you back up, you go for small burst trades. You shouldn't be in their face autoing them all the time.
Okay.
So you really need to focus less on defense and more on items such as a Mikhail's locket, stuff like that. Because you really don't want to be up in their face unless it's a flash crescendo. You know what I mean? And even then, you have them stunned for so long, it's okay. You can walk out because you're not doing the primary damage. You're healing a bit. You're throwing out your auras everywhere, and you're going in for small burst trades when your Q is up and when your the chords power chords is up.
Okay.
So we're gonna watch this team fight. I'm not sure if Pantheon's running teleport. You step on a trap though, that should never happen. See it down right now?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That should never happen. A couple things to note. Your Jinx is in fine position, but your Ahri is way behind you guys right now, and I think Pantheon is walking down to ultimate because I don't think he has TP. So
yeah, his ultimate's down.
Oh, it's down. Oh, you're right. I don't know what he's doing then. So any type of engagement here is really risky. He does have teleport, and he teleports back there. Okay. So now you're very low. You just got crescendo. Oh yeah. Oh. Right, Urgot's on the back. See what I mean? How you're never in their face? Like, it doesn't matter if you have Iceborne or not, you know?
Okay.
We're gonna check that out one more time. I think you could have had a better ultimate, but I'm not quite sure. Because, like, honestly, you guys shouldn't be fighting over this. You guys are not too far behind, but significantly behind. And I think going for the one-man ultimate, or two-man ultimate on their front line is pretty poor here. I would want to save that more for, the Yasuo or the Caitlyn. Even Urgot, like, right there would be good, but obviously they're all dead. So, honestly, you just want to kite this back, run away. I don't know, there's really not much you can do on this pick at this point. When they're not, like, funneled in a corridor, and when you're low on HP already, you couldn't really go for a flash play. You should never be here. This just doesn't make sense, because you're never going to be able to go for a steal.
Okay.
Speed this up. I think continuing to buy these potions is bad. If you want a potion source, buy a refillable potion. Otherwise, no.
There's no reason for the biscuits.
Yeah, and they're really expensive now, so you are going quite down on money. We don't really need to see micro here, so we're just gonna speed through this.
Micro? What's that?
Micro is like how you play like the small things, like where your clicks are, your ability usage. Whereas like macro play would be considered like map movements and stuff along those lines. Okay. So like when I'm talking about like Jinx recalling down here, or you guys rotating to mid-lane, that would be a macro play. Your positioning in this team fight, that would be micro. So like the small things compared to like a large map movement. That was a good crescendo. Yeah, that was nice. Again, like, this fight should never happen because you don't have minions here. But it works.
Pantheon goes too deep and dies.
Yeah.
And then Shyvana dies.
Goodness gracious. Well, oh, nice shutdown by Jinx. Rocket. Yeah. Is that deal where you just want to stay out of their range? Nice. You should not have humored the Ahri though and stuck around. That cost you a flash. Okay, so now's about the time in the game where you need to garner vision around Baron. So I would use a fairly defensive pink ward at this point because you are behind, so I'd probably put it in the bush like there. You know what I'm talking about?
I think I end up doing that.
Yeah. And then I'd probably get a ward there and maybe a ward up here.
But I can't ward alone, otherwise they're gonna make a pick on me.
Right. But you can be a little risky on that, just not too aggressive. Like when Thresh, Caitlyn show here, like you shouldn't be here. You should go ward put your pink right there. What's up, Cotton King? Obviously you go missing here, so like you don't need to be in the mid lane anymore. You had pressure with Pantheon, so you could have put your pink ward down. If you have vision on them here, like, so you put a ward here, that's not the worst. But now would be a good time to go, you walk up here, and then you can put a ward straight over, you know the wall right here?
Mm-hmm.
You put it straight over the wall, like right up over there, and you're good.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember you, Cotton King. Sorry, someone in the chat. So yeah, again, like, you're not helping these sieges too much. Should disengage with Crescendo. Maybe you could have saved. Alright, Jinx is just hideous. Yeah, no, you couldn't really save that.
No, that's why I didn't crescendo.
Yep. Okay.
I also have to be wary of my crescendo with the Yasuo wind wall.
Right. You really just have to. It's all about positioning at this point because they didn't burn too many ults. They burnt Urgot ultimate. You just have to stay out of the range of Thresh Hook. That's the most important one. Pantheon's getting caught up there. Really disgusting trap placement from Caitlyn. That's terrible.
Where should the traps go? Because I do
Traps.
play Caitlyn.
Okay, so sieging mid. Okay, this is good. So basically, traps she would want. There's two options. If we only had melees, who's that? Is that Jinx? I can't tell.
I can't tell either. I think so.
Or is that Ahri? That might be Ahri. That's Ahri.
No,
Okay.
yeah, it's Ahri.
So with an Ahri, like if it was just like you and Shyvana or like melees, it would be fine to put them like here. Because then it would be hard for us to like walk up and kill the minion wave.
Okay.
And I know what she's trying to do. She's trying to put him here to like make it so they can't engage on her, or you guys can't engage on her. But look at all these pathways between here. That's really, really bad.
Okay.
It would be a lot more effective to put them up here in a closer space and just put them in a straight line.
Okay.
What she can also do is if you're pushing up and it's against like ranged carries, again, like down here works. Because Aryu's wave clear is linear, or it's like a straight skill shot with a Q in return. She wants to walk up to about here and throw out a Q to hit a majority of the minions that come across. So I would still put them in a straight line. Against like maybe like a Ziggs or someone else, like any other people, if your waves are able to get up to the tower, you know what I mean? So like there's a difference. You have either the waves get cut off up here because like wave clear walks up here and destroys it, or they can make it all the way to the turret and that's when they kill it. Like someone with like circle AoE would wait till they hit the tower. Then you could put them more like along those lines. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. And again, like I'm bombarding you with information right now, and I know it's not all gonna stick and like soak in and everything. So make sure you go back and watch the YouTube video if you want to, you know, get every last detail out of it.
I will.
This is nice. We're going to go back and watch this fight, though. Starts with a catch on Pantheon. So they are sieging down mid lane. So like right now is when if Caitlyn wanted to be really fancy, she could just go trap, or sorry. Trap or something, and block off this line entirely, because then Shyvana has to loop all the way around. And again,
Right.
the most important part is not leaving space between the traps, because the traps really aren't that useful with spaces in between.
Okay.
That was a nice crescendo. Good. Alright, yeah, well played. So one thing you guys could actually do right now is... Oh wait, no, this is Yasuo. Oh god, are you dead?
No, I.
Alright, nice. You guys should... Sorry about that. You guys should immediately at this point just run straight to Baron. Your HP bars are all looking fantastic. Your Pantheon ult is in 14. I assume he has teleport. I think he has teleport, so if things get rough there. But you have 25 seconds, 28 seconds. You have all these death timers, so let's see what you guys end up doing. But Baron should definitely be the call. And the worst case scenario at this point is you guys get vision control around Baron, start it, they engage on you, and you have to disengage. So this is not good. One tower, maybe 2 towers, yeah. You guys could have easily had a Baron there. And that, it's honestly anyone's job to call it out, but take it upon yourself to be
Well,
the
we
one.
ended up getting 2 turrets which don't respawn and dragon.
That's still not worth it. Because, okay, because with Baron, you're going to get those turrets easily. You also get a lot of gold, so you're going to get the gold from Baron. You're gonna get that tower money, and then you're also gonna have control over that dragon. So everything will come later, but you'll still get it eventually.
Okay.
Obviously, barring someone gets picked or something like that. But definitely Baron is the best call right there. Baron is even a better call than Inhibitor usually.
Okay, right, because you get the extra combat
Right.
stats.
It's just that Inhibitor is a lot less risky. So this is good. You guys probably... Oh, that's not good. Alright, let's check that out. So right now you'd be looking for a crescendo onto Caitlyn.
Right.
I think you did that really late.
Yep.
Not only that, you step on a trap and get kind of wrecked. So, a thing to note with positioning there is I understand where you're going for. You're trying to walk up here and get an ultimate that goes like that, right? And
Yeah.
catches both of them. But you kind of have to be paying attention to not only them, but your own team at the same time, because your team starts funneling up here. Because people are walking this way. And you, again, you need to be in the back lines at all points. So even though that does look nice, you need to walk around. There's a trap that got dropped at the same time. That's why you lose.
Yep.
But you need to be in the back line for sure.
I don't know why she was walking up.
I'm not even gonna. I don't want to look at that ever again. That is disgusting. And again, they made the mistake of not, heading to Baron themselves. You guys do need control over this. Shyvana's in the bot lane. This is really poor again. Like, I don't know why she's down there. Thresh is by himself. You should have noticed this a lot sooner. Nice. I think the crescendo's heavily overkill, though.
Okay.
But good. See, you go for the Baron call there. So always take that upon yourself to be the one calling for that play. That ward can be a lot more effective if you put it right down there. Because then you get vision all the way around there, and then you get it all the way over here, too. You know what I'm saying? Because you get all this shadows here becomes light. Goodness, that was such a close smite. Yeah, definitely mid lane here. Shyvana's in the top lane, so this is poor. But again, see how Caitlyn traps really aren't that useful when they're spread out like that? They need to be on
Right.
top of each other. Good job. Okay, he trolled. And that's game?
Yeah.
Alright, GG. Let me think of some things there. So, obviously there, you definitely need to, just, wait, oh god, what was I even saying? Oh, vision control was the biggest issue. So, a lot of things here. Let me pull up a tool here. Have you ever heard of riftkit.net?
No.
Okay. So basically, there's a point in this game, and I'm going to talk about this because this is probably the biggest thing you can learn from this game, where I think everyone was fighting over in this top side, kind of. I think they were trying to shove down this tower over here. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
And your Jinx was down here attacking this turret. And this was after you'd already lost your towers down here and here, right?
Right.
And this is when you kind of, you walked through here, and you put down a good ward here. This ward was good there. But the thing is, you need to, at a point, when you're either really far behind or really far ahead as a bot lane, you need to leave this lane and extend your advantage elsewhere. It's the same thing. If you're really good, if you have a huge advantage top lane, you know, you're a top laner and you take down their 2 towers up here, you need to roam down mid, you need to, you know, teleport bot lane, you need to extend your advantage to the rest of the map.
Okay.
And what happened was, their Thresh was doing that. That was good. I think their AD carry was over there too. I think they were all up on this, oh, whoops. What is that? Okay. I think they're all on this top side of the map. And you walked through here, you warded here, and then you went and attacked bot turret. That's really not efficient because the AD carry, your AD carry needs gold by themselves. And, you know, your support is already up in the top lane. So you need to be walking up and on the way, drop down wards to protect your AD carry, like there and there, you know, any of those work. Protect your AD carry on the split push, and then go help your team. The same thing can be said if you're really far ahead. You and your AD carry need to group up mid lane and do stuff like that. Another big thing is, you know, just make sure you're not complaining to your team the whole time. Let them play the game. Most mistakes come in games when like someone is telling someone how to play differently, because they're not accustomed to it. They're getting upset because another person on their team is getting vocal about it and, you know, yelling at them, telling them to do all this other stuff. So just completely, chat is there for timers and GG. Okay. So you AD carry blue flash, you type ADC F and then give the timer for when it spawns again. Flashes are on 5-minute cooldowns. Okay. I believe heal is on a 3-minute cooldown. And this is stuff you should just know. So here we go. Heal, summoner spell. 2 40-second cooldowns. So yeah, that's 4 minutes. Yeah, heals. Okay, so heals on a 4-minute cooldown. So whenever stuff like that is burnt, you open up chat and you type in whoever if it's AD carry, if it's the support, you type in that ADC or support or an abbreviation of their name, and you type out when their summoner spell is coming back up, and that will enable your junglers to play around that and figure that out. And you only have to say it once. You can say it as it's coming up again if they're trying to play in a gank, but you only need to say it once, and that will help out your jungler and anyone else that wants to come out and help. Okay?
Okay.